evening. Good evening. Right. Oh my days, I'm so sorry that we are late. Twice. Late for the original time of 5:30 and then a few minutes late for the new time of 6:30. Or 4:30, I think it was, the original one. Deary me, I'm so sorry everybody. What an absolute disaster. Shout out to John, by the way, who sent me a message saying, like, what's going on? 45 minutes after I was meant to have started. I've been so totally lost off with today and everything that's been going on. It's been a bit difficult to keep up. So we're desperately trying to get everything edited for our pilot series to start, to launch, first episode to launch on Sunday. So we've been desperately trying to get that sorted today. I've ended up having to jump into edit and all sorts of stuff with the team. And trying to film stuff, trying to just run the business. Oh, dearie me. It ran through my head earlier today. I thought, I'll probably not get on to do a stream. I'll probably just have to cancel it. And then I thought, oh no, I'll make sure that I do it because I don't want to miss it. And then just forgot. So that's what my mind, or where my mind's been at today. So we're going to jump into this one. I need to keep an eye on the time because then we are having to enter the actual race. Let's make sure that we definitely do that. Right, let's get a little bit of practice in here then. Lago Maggiore, a tremendous track this is. If this was actually a real life track, you would not be complaining, would you? I do wish that it was the full layout, but it's not. But this shorter layout can, I don't know, it can sometimes make it a bit trickier to race, but it can also, at the same hand, sometimes it makes it a bit more interesting. Who knows how it's going to go? 7 gears in the mighty Citroen. It's not that mighty though, I can tell you that. Right. Let's see roughly where we are in terms of lap times. I've got absolutely no idea what a reference lap should look like or what it will be. We're well off the apex there. Ah, no. It's a bit like Mugello. What, this layout? Oh no. Or the full layout, the GP circuit. This layout, this track, yeah. Right, definite short shifting in this. You can just see that from the speedo. Cutting as much of that corner as we can without doing what I just done and sliding the tyres. It's going to be track limits anyway, so we're not going to get any time on that lap's not going to count. I am going to sneeze. Excuse me. Well, I desperately wanted to see if I could keep the power down there. Doesn't half understeer, does it, when you've got full throttle down? Right, in terms of lap times, what do we think we should be looking at, roughly? Or what's a fairly good lap reference? Do we reckon down into the 21s this early on? We'll not be too far off yet. Bill's saying max power is at the top of the rev range. We'll have a little look, we'll see. So it feels like you see the speed creep up when you short shift a lot quicker than it would do when I'm trying to stretch the gears out initially on the first lap or two. Happy to be proving wrong though, whatever is quickest. I really don't care. Oh, there we go, right, we are going to be down into the 21s pretty easily. I forgot, actually, that 22 lap was not great at all, was it, actually? Keeping that one in third there. Shifted up to fourth early on the last lap. Maybe third's a little bit better just so you can keep your revs a little bit higher, or a slightly quicker acceleration on the way out. Okay, well, we'll rev the car then. That was me messing that one up there. I had a feeling that one was going to be track limits. That one's fair enough. Right, I'm just going to quickly grab my phone so I have the time beside me. Oh, my phone's here, man. What a wally. Thought it was over there. What's over there then? Oh, my chocolate's over here. Yes. There we go. All right. Back in again. Let's go again. One more lap and then we'll drop out and get entered. That's quite nicely done. Almost a 10th. Taken out again. We're mid-21s now. That's not too bad, I don't think. I think that's alright. Got a lift before the apex. Which third corner. You're going third and at the apex. Yeah, you shift up to fourth, yeah. Not too bad. Heat-on's top of our list, 21.2. I'll take that. 3/10 off our first few laps. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Radio. So, we want to be in... I think we're going to go with the sit-run. At the moment, that seems to be the quickest. But I'm going to jump into... on the medium tyres now. For a bit of medium tyre practice. So let's park the quali laps for now and get on the mediums. Which are going to feel nowhere near as nice. And definitely way more understeery. That's not good. Avoid the sausage, definitely. Or at least that one, anyway. The understeer in the just didn't want to grip up at all in the on the mediums. Feels horrible. Oh god, the understeer just permanently runs you out wide. But so much of this is straight lines, so your exit is always the most important. So you're better off being a little bit slower into the corner. Oh my god. So you can try and maintain as much speed on the way out. Look how much you're having to lift so that you don't run wide. Right, how much further off the pace are we going to be here? About 8/10 slower on the medium. I think we can still be a bit quicker than that. We can definitely still be a bit quicker on the soft. There's no doubt about that. Oh, look how easy it spins around. Wow, wow. That just turns so easy there. Power to the rears. Another reason why not to short shift is the fuel consumption. I haven't seen what the fuel consumption is in the race. I don't know if it's high or if it's not. You don't mind short shifting if it is quicker. If it saves you fuel and then you don't have to refuel in a race that might need refueling, is all the better. But yeah, we'll see what we make of it. Wow. You need to wait even later again to be turned in. You pretty much have to be facing straight ahead before you can put your foot down in this. You just can't manage to have much steering lock at all. Because if you still have someone coming out of a sharp corner, you oversteer. And if you've got some steering lock in a light corner, you understeer. No need to refuel in this one. Okie dokie then. Go! 10th up. Yeah, if you don't rev it, you'll have a bit more fuel, absolutely. It's annoying that they don't have, or they stopped for a long time, and I think they haven't brought it back. They stopped the fuel consumption in qualifying for the reason that you then just had everybody crawling around the lap in first gear, revving the life out of the car to try and burn fuel. But I think that's all part of quali, and I would rather they brought that back, to be fair. But I don't think they will. I think on the softs it's worth it in fourth there, but on the mediums it's still worth it in third because you're not carrying enough speed to be in fourth. So I think third gear for that one. On the mediums, yeah, they should have it, definitely. It's another element of the realism that we all really, really want out of the game, but Like that and Slipstream as well. Why is Slipstream not in qualifying? As if just physics stops when we're in qualifying mode. That doesn't happen in the real world. Right, purposely braking quite a bit earlier there to try and prioritise that exit. Is it going to work? A little bit. Still reckon fourth gear regardless. Doesn't really matter, does it? Because I'll bin it either way. I'll bin it in the next corner. Oh, I'm on the grass. That's a save. No. Right, we get one more lap here. No! Start again. One more lap. Get your guesses in. What do we think this quali lap is going to be? This is not going to be that quick. That's a bit better. That's still not a bad 22, that. That's still not a bad lap, that. Ugh. Yeah, I'll end up falling into getting a bit more comfortable, I think, eventually, but I don't think it's not too bad for now. I don't feel like I'm horrifically bad, but we'll soon see once we start comparing ourselves to everybody else in this one. So let's just double check. Qualifier details: tyre wear is on, fuel consumption's off, slipstream disabled, so pointless. We do have a grid start though, which is good. So if we're at the back, yeah, it's that question of do you want to start on softs or not, try and get the jump. Fuel consumption is on. I feel like I would rather have the softs at the end of the race. Points table for this one, 230 points on offer. Let's see how we get on. Predictions in then. Predictions in. I am so desperate for a motion rig now, by the way. I really, 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 really want a motion rig. 10 or 11 laps on the mediums. Yeah, I'll just follow the rest of the pack, yeah. Top drivers do 10-10. Well, we'll see if we can look after our tyres enough to do the same. Hopefully this guy's not going to try and jump in front of us, because we're going to leave a bit of a gap to these guys. Yeah, he's backing off. Right, let's go. Right, I think it'll just be a case of 2 flying laps here then. Ah! Just messed that one up there. Tried turning in before I'd properly got the car slowed down. It's still going to be a 21, mid 21. Half a tenth off the pole position for now, though. It will be more difficult to improve on this second lap. So you never know, we might be in luck here. Tenth off the lead now. Everyone behind us is now crossing the line. Half a tenth up though. This is looking good. I could hear the loudest noise there over my headphones of what sounded like a very loud plane or helicopter above the office. We are right next to an airport, so you constantly hear when some of the proper big jets come in to land. But that one sounded like... Oh, what's that? That's way more grip than I expected. That sounded like the jet was landing in the back garden. Oh, we would have been a bit quicker on that one as well. Well, we're not going to be able to get a quicker lap because we've got a penalty to serve, so we will park up here and get out of the way for everyone. Is that how the house was cheap? Ironically, we ended up overpaying for the house, which was really annoying. But yeah, the annoying thing is that I spent a load of money on this studio to have it like fully kitted, like soundproofed, properly kitted soundproofing. And you can't really, when you're stood outside, when I'm playing the drums and stuff, you can't really hear that much like bleeding out, which is good. But when you're in here trying to record, you can hear the planes above the office. So it doesn't let sound out very much, but it lets it in. Right, well, P5's not bad for the moment. I don't think anyone's really going to improve massively on the last lap because the tyres are shot by that point. You've really only got the first one you need to make the most of, and then the next one, you'll be lucky if you improve, which I think we were a bit lucky, were we? Did we improve or no? No, because I ended up with a penalty. Predictions for the tune tonight? Yeah, I don't know. That's partly why I was not going to stream as well. I thought I need to get loads of work done. I need to get loads of editing. And then I kind of made up my mind earlier today. I was like, oh, I'll not stream. I saw that the match was on. I thought, oh, actually, I'll put the match on. I'll just get loads of work done. I'll not stream. Desperately need to get the work done, but at least I can watch the match. And then in the middle of the day, I was like, no, I'll stream. I'll just make sure I get the work done, or if not, I'll work a bit later. I'll get it, I'll make sure I get it done. And then I forgot that I'd changed my mind about streaming. Yeah, what time's kick-off? Is it be 7:30 or 8 o'clock? 4-2 to Spurs. Oh, dear. I hope not. I'm going to say 3. I'm going to say... Oh, I want to say 3-2. Question here, though. Do we go mediums when we're starting 5th? Ooh, I think we do. I think we do, actually. I'm going to go mediums. We might be a bit of a bottleneck, but I think we go mediums. What's our thoughts? Because the time that we lose, I think we can hopefully then gain a little bit of that back or try and stay onto the back of them with a bit of slipstream. There's less corners in this one than the actual GP circuit, so... Oh, well, I might catch the last 5 minutes. Actually, I've got the match recorded. If you can not give me the spoilers, John, I will watch the match after this. So, please, no spoilers. I'm even going to put it in the chat. And anyone who does will be removed and blocked. Adverts. There we go. I'm even going to pin that at the top of the... That can be the most important message of the night, is please no spoilers. There we go. Right then, let's get ourselves in the zone for this one. We are in the Citroen Concept GT car. That one right there. GT by Citroen. As is most of the grid. It looked as if early in the week that the Ford GT was going to be the quickest car. But then everyone's in this now, so maybe this is a bit better in the race. Despite the god-forsaken understeer. There is a couple of people in the Ford GT though. Cheers, Will. That's it. All friendly. Good luck, have fun. Thanking you. Right, brake balance to the rear. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Go, go, go. Whoa, that was a long hold on the lights there. That was a very long hold on the lights. Right, this guy behind us got a tremendous launch. Whoa, that's a... Oh, he got a tremendous launch off the line and then a tremendous launch into turn one. A rocket launch into turn one. Right, let's go then. Here we go. We've lost a position already, which I wasn't expecting to do. Admittedly, I would have been expecting to lose a lot more than that, but we haven't done. So, P6. Let's see what we can get out of this race. 1.4 to the leader at the moment. Oh, that's a... Well, elbows out and some fisticuffs there with the drivers in front, but we... I ran a bit deep there, outbroke. Oh, and having to lift. Even though we've just done a load of practice laps on the mediums, instantly I've forgotten how bad the understeer was. I think everyone's starting on the mediums, they must be, because we're matching pace here. Don't know if you get a penalty for running wide there or not. I'm trying so much to protect the front tyres. Oh, he's nearly gone. Right, these really aren't the quickest in front of us here in terms of they're driving so close and kind of battling that you can see just how much slower they all end up being, which now is putting drivers onto the back of me, or at least one driver behind me here. Oh! We sort of had the move, but he's made sure that we didn't. We're actually going to lose a position here. Now we've got someone to the inside. We're not going to manage to hold that round the outside. Damn. Damn. nah. A little bit wide there. Not too much time lost. Oh, loads of time lost on that one. Running way too wide there. Maybe just trying to push a bit too hard when I don't really need to just yet. Try and settle into these mediums a bit more. In pain every time I short shift. I'll try not to. Just for you. I need to pick up the pace. I'm dropping off these now. That's all we were waiting for. That's all we needed. Oh! It was only a matter of time before some mistakes were going to get made. Look at that though, P1 is absolutely running away with it now. Penalty for Hammy here, or Harney? Harney. Oh, that's a killer. Thought we could have just got in front of him there. Not quite. Right, the question here is, do we think that the race leader is on the softs or not? Because we're starting to actually match and be a bit quicker. So what's going on there? Do we think it might be on the soft tyres and we're at the crossover point now? We're obviously in slipstreams as well, so we're also then gaining on the straight. Both tyres soft as well, John. There, he's on the softs, he's on the softs, he's on the softs. There we go. Right, that answers that one then. Yeah, soft and medium. Well, it was important for P1 to build the gap that he did, because for the first 2 laps he didn't manage to do that whilst everyone was right on him. So we had about an 8/10 difference on the mediums versus the softs, but everyone was right on the back of him, because 5/6 maybe has gained back on all these straights. Oh, that's a bit of contact. Nothing I can do on that one. We're all good though. Let's keep going. You can feel the fronts now just not turning in. They were originally bad enough, but now they're really struggling to turn in. You can see them both scrapping here. Oh, that's why they've made contact. One's wanted to try and get into the pits, and maybe he's the one behind did as well, or he might have changed his mind now. But they've all tripped over each other. All the better for us at the moment. Worth an undercut. I don't know if you messaged that. Not at this point now, because I don't think an undercut's going to be doable. The soft tyres, this is probably the earliest we can come off the soft tyres. Come off the medium, sorry, onto the soft tyres. But I think we're all right for the moment. I might go one more lap just to be safe in terms of how the softs look at the end. Right, let's try and go now. Right, it's going to be interesting to see where we end up. If we come into the pits now, I don't think we're going to come out in the lead. I think the Spaniard will come out in front at the moment, but will not then be far, hopefully, behind him and be able to close that gap. once we're then on the softs. Come on. Could have done with some pit entry practices, however. Right, on the softs, do not refuel. Let's go. The off-camber turn 3, yeah. Horrible corner, but great at the same time, isn't it? Oh, there's going to be quite a few people ending up in front here, I think. Right, 7 seconds to the leader. I don't know if he has or hasn't pitted though. He might have got an almighty undercut so far. We're gaining time to him though. And there might be 1 or 2 in front that maybes need to pit who are essentially back runners but just haven't yet pitted. I'm hoping that's the case because there's 1 or 2 that would have got the jump otherwise. If they're not. Now, as tempted as I am to just absolutely floor it, I also want to make sure I've got some of these tyres left at the end. Yeah, I think I am racing all these guys that's in front because no matter what strategy you're on, that would have probably been the last lap to do any kind of pit stops. So I think I am racing all these guys. If we can get a podium from P5, that's decent. Gently on the tyres, absolutely. Easy does it. What could be from this race? Look at this, 2.2 between 7 positions. We've now just gone and set fastest lap, so we are quicker, we are faster than the guys in front here at the moment. Yeah, I had a feeling there was going to be a bit of contact there. I went deep so that we could get the switchback. This could be a double switchback at the moment if this one comes off. It does, we get that, P5. Come on. Oh! He's gone into the back of him there. We've now got damage here as well. Right, last quarter of this race. Oh! Oh, they've all gone to the inside. We've all gone to overtake each other, and then we've all ended up going to the inside there. Well, if I had just stayed on the outside, I might have had all three of them there. Try and get the cut back here, I think. Go deep. And get the better run out. That means we can beat to the inside here. Great racing with Carlsberger, side by side. That is how that's done. Slotted back in front there. That is tremendous racing with Carlsberger there. Unbelievable. Really, really good racing. This is just non-stop this. This is why this track is so good, by the way. Right, I'm going to try and go exactly the same thing again. Oh, maybe I'm not, because he's going to go wide now. And I'll try and go... I was initially going to try and go for the undercut. It's pointless me trying to go alongside him again. So we'll just work with him now. Come on, still desperate for that podium. We get one move into turn one there. Puts us back up to P5. Yeah, fantastic track layout, I agree. Great move, I agree with that one as well. Nip underneath. Oh, yes! We nip underneath and then we are gifted the podium. It was such a good move that he just thought, you know what, I'll get off the racetrack, just have P3 as well. Podium is ours. Yes, please. 2 laps to try and hold on to this now. What a moment. Right, now this was the race leader, so I did say we would catch up to him after a few laps once he's then down onto the medium tyres and we're on the softs. So there he is there. How DG at the top there has ended up in the lead, I can't work that one out, but he is. Nice slipstream here as well. P2 could be on here. Fingers crossed. Yeah, Spaniard's on mediums. He came in lap 8 off the softs. So he's on fairly worn mediums as well. So I know that through those high-speed corners that require a lot of front end, I know he's not going to be enjoying. So we can try and close and maybe even get past on one of them. Maybe around the... Nah, maybe around the outside would have been quite ambitious there. Oh, I really wanted to work with him there. Well, not work with him, but just slipstream down the straight. I'm going to try and just roll off the brakes and have this around the outside, maybe. We need a bit more space than that. No. No. We've lost the podium! On the last lap, we've lost the podium. No! I thought that was fair enough for us to be entitled to the space there. Would we agree or no? Surely we agree. Right, the race is on with Karlsberger then for the podium position. Oh, he's defended that one slightly late, I would say. Still all fair enough, though. Forward drifting out the final corner. Don't bin it now. Don't lose it now. Don't lose it now. Come on! Oh, P4. P4. Should have been a podium, though. Should have been the podium. He did you wrong. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bill saying this was on you. You can think about what you say, Bill, before you put it in a comment, you know. Right. Yeah, that was still a good race. I really enjoyed that one. I still really enjoyed that one. And yes, we could have waited until the straight, but we had the run on him there, and we had people behind us, so... Ah, that's interesting. Let's see if we can have a look at the replay. Right, so this is it here. I'm looking at this thinking we've got 3 people behind us. I could only see one of them at the time, but even more importantly, we had 3 behind us. Do you know what? I hold my hands up there. I hold my hands up there. I was not entitled to that room. Look at that. I was not entitled to that space. I really did think that I was in the moment. I really did think that I was, but that does not entitle me to that space. So I'm not even going to say that he was aggressive. Fair enough. I am at that point there. I'm not alongside enough. If that was going into a corner, into a braking zone, you would say I'm not alongside enough there. Now, granted, the corner that we're talking about is the exit of this one here, and you may say at this point that we are alongside. But at what point do you have to be like costing yourself time. He's still ahead at the point that we come out of that apex. So now we're out of that corner, and I don't think I'm along. I'm on the exit of that corner, on the outside of that corner. Let's start that again. On the exit of that corner, I am never alongside enough to be entitled to that space. It felt like it in the moment, but yeah, he was always entitled to close that door. I say that's fair enough from him. I really thought I'd been done over in the race there, but absolutely had not. That is all absolutely fair enough. There we go. That is the importance of why you always watch the replay then, because I could have been in a bit of a bad mood after that, but I can't say fairer than the way he just raced there. It was mega aggressive, right on the limit, but all within the rules, all fair enough. Great race, though. Great race, nonetheless. I'm going to make a note of that, see if we can get a little video out of that. Horny's just messaged saying, GG, we made a mistake putting lap 11. But yeah, see if we can reply to him yet. I was saying it almost worked. I wanted to save the tyres, as didn't know how bad the tyre wear was. Yeah, great race. All round, great race. Right, what do we do now then? Shall we have a quick look at... We'll have a quick look at Daily Race B then, shall we? Group 4, why not? Please don't be a GTR fest, though. It's an Atenza fest. Even worse. Even worse. Yeah, 11, maybe even 12 laps out the softs. Yeah, I think if you pit at the end... Or if you do the medium first, get the fuel, offload some of that fuel. Where the heck is the Atenza? Ah, it's literally the first car. Dipstick. Yeah, 8. Maybe we could do 8 on the mediums, yeah. Yeah, potentially could do 12 on the softs. If we can look after them and we're not battling too much, I think we could do. Right then, let's we'll just jump in this one to kill some time here, and then we'll head into Daily Race C. By the way, that still for a Nations Cup is too short a race. That is not long enough. Literally less than 45 minutes to do qualifying and the entire race. That whole thing should be like at least an hour. Oh, this is going to be so difficult to get used to as quickly as we need. Come on. You forget just how much earlier you can put your foot down coming out of some of these corners when you are in the Group 4s. You get so used to driving this track in the Group 3s. Pretty much every time this combo comes up, it feels like it's Group 3. And driving through that chicane feels like it's in slow motion in the Group 4, which is quite nice. Makes it feel less deathly. Right, we'll be about, well, maybe it's just under 2 seconds quicker here, which is still no idea if that's of any good. At the Degenerate Stadium. Which one's that then? Sunderland. Or is it Arsenal? You hate most football teams, you, John, so I don't know which one you might be meaning. Right, well, this 49.7 is obviously not going to get us very far, is it? But, yeah, the Arsenal, I thought as much. Ford Guy US. Oh, member for... Oh, my God. Thank you so much. Hello from Texas. Hope all is well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What an absolute hero. What an absolute hero. Thank you so much. Oh, is it Robert? Oh, Robert, I was going to say. We got 2 viewers from Texas. How come you changed your name to Ford Guy US? Thank you so much, Robert. What an absolute hero. I had a sneaking suspicion that might have been you. Only because you said Texas. Hope we're all well, buddy. Hope we are all well. Thank you so much for that. What an absolute hero. What an absolute hero. How about Blunderland, though? 3rd in the league. Yeah, I know. Crazy start to the league. Are they actually going to do a Leicester City, do you reckon? Just start showing your username. Oh, that's strange. You might be able to change that in settings, potentially, somewhere, I think. I'm not too sure. That's why it's come up on Streamlabs anyways. It might still... Does it still come up with your name? Oh, no, it does, yeah. Ford Guy US on watching on mobile there as well. Right then, let's see how we get on in this one. We're recording on the off chance something exciting happens, but I'm racing from the back of the grid, so probably not much. Right, someone shout out a grid position. That's what we've got to try and get up to in 5 laps, which will be absolutely impossible. Do not say number 1. Maybe it's just say P13, because that's what we can see right in front of us here, which looks doable. 10th, I'll take that. 10th is fair. 10th is fair. 10th is fair. We can see what's going to happen here, can't we? We can all see what's going to happen here, can't we? Oh! Oh, here we go. Yes! Oh, 5-second penalty for this guy. That's going to be P10. Challenge accepted. Challenge done. There we go. 6 positions. 5 positions in 1 lap. We'll have it. We will have it. What a treat. In fact, that was 5 positions in like 1 corner, I think. Right, chaos in front here. And it's chaos behind him with us driving like that. No! Oh, even the guy with the 5-second penalties ended up in front of us. No. Still, we're on for the best lap of the grid by the looks of it somehow. That was never going to work, was it? Signature move, absolutely. Better off making it in this race than the Nations Cup race, though, surely. Let's pretend we didn't see that. Let's pretend we didn't see that. Oh, we can't be rage quitting Daily Race B, surely not. But I am tempted to back out and jump into Daily Race C. What do we think? That is looking like our... not our only option, but a likely option. Certainly not a bad suggestion. This is funny. Not for me. To be honest, you realise just how much slower those Group 4s are. You can pretty much just keep your foot flat. Right, let's not do the same mistake I made before. Will we miss the entry to race 3, or do we think we'll get in? What time is it now? If you add another 5 minutes from here, it'll be more than 5 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes from here. Would we make it into Daily Race C? Yeah, but then by the time we get out of the lobby, it'll be about 5 minutes or 6 minutes. What time are we on now? Do we reckon we can do it? Or should we back out of this one to get into Daily Race C? Oh, it's 8 o'clock now. Yeah, it's not happening. We'll do one more of these and then Daily Race C and then the last Nations Cup. Yeah, next one's 9 PM for Next Nations. Well, that was about as rubbish as we thought it was going to be. To be fair, the first lap was tremendous. First lap couldn't get any better. 5 positions. Downhill thereafter. Simply lovely, someone says in the chat. Not for me. Not for me. Not for us, that one. Right, let's go again. Unless we want to race at Tsukuba, but I'd really rather not. Until we race Super Formulas or something like ridiculous there, I don't want to race there. Do we stick with the Atenza? Do we want to do something else? I kind of feel like I want to do something else. Should we do the Citroen? Should we attempt the Citroen? The Z4, absolutely not. Oh, in Daily Race C, you mean? Also, absolutely not. Let's see what this one feels like. Well, it's a bit livelier than the Atenza. I would always rather oversteer than understeer. Let's see if we can do a few laps in this, see what we can get. See if we can beat that 49. Which we should be able to do in a couple of laps here. I would like to think. Oh, this is so much quicker. Or it's either so much quicker in a straight line or it is way worse on the brakes. I don't know which one it is yet. Right, let's try and cut that corner. Yes, that's how that's done. Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. Right, let's get a proper good lap in now. Come on. Cut the corner again. Take the gamble. Yes. I'm going to lose a little bit of time there because I genuinely was flat, I think. I don't think I lifted, or if I did, I lifted more this lap than I did on the last one. So we'll lose a little bit of time through that chicane, but this will be a second and a half up. This is a good banker lap. I'm going to lose loads of time on that final corner though. Right, come on. We'll have enough time for... Will we have enough time for 2 more laps? Or is my maths well off there? Yeah, my maths is well off. We have enough time for 1 more lap. I'm going to start this one again. I think I can have a better start. 48,666. John's going for. Get your guesses in. What will our lap time be? If you guess correctly, all 3 decimal places, free t-shirt from the merch store. If you get it absolutely bang on. All the way over to the right-hand side to start this one. Come on. Nope. The first lap was better. The one that I abandoned was better. Keep going. Oh man, that's no good. Now imagine actually having that accident in real life. Goodness me. It wouldn't exactly be a laugh, would it? Right, one more on this. What's our predictions on... we got a week off from F1 this week. Might be it might be 2 weeks off, actually, is it? And then back the following. But what is our predictions? World Drivers' Championship. Who do we think? My money actually is now on Max, I think. John saying Lando by 30 points. Bill reckons Oscar. Ken Scott. Really don't care. I'll miss that middle bit out, but go McLaren. I mean, Max's driving on Saturday was Sunday was definitely questionable. Despise him as much as Ferrari. Why do you hate Ferrari? What don't you like about Ferrari? Everybody loves Ferrari. I don't like Ferrari, but I still love Ferrari. Arrogance for Ferrari. Is that what you mean? I'm a Lamborghini fan. Imagine if Lambo was in F1. Dreamcatcher put in the chat saying mandatory pit stop in this one. Right, let's go. See what we can do. Lambo, yuck. Why is everybody quicker than me? Please slow down. How did we avoid that? How did we avoid that? We were just driving into the smoke there. I could only have assumed that they had bounced off the wall by that point and were no longer there. My word, how lucky was that? Or was it just pure skill? I reckon it might have been pure skill. Ah, no! Just as I was starting to close to these guys up front here. Just as I was starting to close, we lose a load of time. Come on. Yeah, these guys are gonna have us here. Oh, I think one of them's lost it there. I didn't quite see. I don't know if he'd binned it or if the guy behind it tapped him round or something. All I heard was the tyre squeal go from the left headphone to the right. Right, come on, we're catching now. We're catching again. Don't bin it through the chicane, though. Don't bin it through the chicane. Slight lift, but that's all right. That's all right. We're on pace with the leader there. Just can't quite manage to close to these guys, which is a bit annoying. They're all squabbling now, though. Can we at least get to P8? I'm saying that as if 3 positions is not much to ask. It really is on this track. One of them's into the wall, though. I forgot how much earlier the Mazda has to brake. Come on, if there's a time to gain 3 places and get myself up to P8, it's on the final lap when there's 6 cars going nose to tail through the dash chicane. Anything at all? Literally not a thing. Literally not a thing. Not a sausage. Yeah. Not a sausage. Unbelievable. Still, we set our fastest lap because we were in the slipstream the entire way around. Oh well. Still fun racing at Seaside. Right. We can get back onto Daily Race C now. We'll stick with the Viper that we were in, because I was used to that and sort of doing all right the other night. So we'll stick with that, if that is okay with everyone. And then we'll have a look at, or we'll get into the final attempt of the Nations Cup. Stick with the Z4. Absolutely not happening. Right. Let's go again around here then. Let's see what we can do. Oh, man. Remembering that these are a little bit more powerful. Right, I want to just try something here in terms of track limits, because it's never really massively clear, or when this track was first introduced, it wasn't massively clear what the track limits were, but it is the edges of the yellow curbs, not the white lines. Right, let's go. Well, we've only got one race, so I might as well stick to the sort of car that I know, which was the Viper, and we were doing all right in that. Or by the end of it, we were anyway. Right, that 45.8 wasn't like the worst. It wasn't a bad lap as such, but we'll get 2 more after this one. I won the race here. I actually feel like I genuinely don't remember that. I remember that series, but I don't remember me winning the race. That very rarely happens, so... Yeah, track limits. I knew that was track limits. It's like if you cut this corner here, only when you've got that contact patch of road can you really hit the brakes. You can carry a lot more speed in, but you've got to then try and not be on the brakes when you're over the grass. All the way up to the top, try and carry as much speed as we can across the line, even though we're straight into a braking zone. Penalty on the last lap. That does ring a bell now, actually, yeah. 170 as we cross the line. Actually, was that the season? I might be wrong. Was that the season where we had the cloaking incident, where people started going invisible when we raced at Watkins Glen? Or was that was GT7, wasn't it? That's it. I've carried more speed in there, and then I've lost loads of time on the way out, so I need to get better at that chicane. I'm going to start this one again as well. Yeah, I remember the first race with Adam online as well. That was a tremendous race, that was. I remember that. Every single time I'm racing Adam as well, it's always been the same, hasn't it? Yeah, always going deep in turn 2. I want brake balance all the way at the rear, because that's what I was used to in that race and was a bit quicker with. That's better. Now we lose a little bit of time down the straight, but we're talking milliseconds. That's all right by me. having to lift too much. And we can see always losing time now that we've scuppered that exit a little bit. Yeah, it's 3/10 of that. We'll be looking at a 46.1 or 0.2. Tell you what though, I might gain a couple of tenths if I do actually cheat and go across the grass. Let's do it. I said 46.1, that's exactly what we ended up with there as well. Right, anyone in here that we know? Oh, Jojo. We remember Jojo, surely. We've had many an incident with Jojo. John! No spoilers. I am watching the match after. You can give me every other score except Newcastle Spurs. Right. Let's go. P8 this one. Mandatory pit stop. But we don't want to change tyres. Let's go. Oh! Little gap opened up there, we'll have that. P7. Sure we give the space, trying to turn in back over to the right hand side as early as we can do. Jojo behind us. That was close. Right, the slipstream train begins. Oh, no, I got bumped too close into the chicane there. That's a penalty as well. Fantastic. Got bum drafted way too close. So that's a bit of a killer. We're on for a recovery race already. Oh, nah. I wanted to go into the... I should have gone into the pits there. I thought about it and didn't bother because I thought I'll not really have any slipstreams. I'll be out of reach way too early on. And then those guys went in. Couldn't react quick enough. Oh, being bumped again. Oh. Did I get hit behind there again, or was that a bit of a lag or something? I felt like, and I heard it hit from behind. I know I made contact with this guy in front, which is not good. Oh, twice it's gone wrong. Should have gone into the pits there as well. Now I'm just going to have to hope and pray, unless I go into the pits now, so I end up back behind them again. But I'm just going to have to hope and pray that this guy behind is going to work with us, stick with us and work with us. This is our only hope now. Right, come on, work with us, work with us, work with us. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, he's dropped off, he's dropped off. My best bet now is to go into the pits. It's just, it is as simple as that. I think my best bet is to go into the pits, because running out front is just pointless. It's the only thing that I can do here. Actually hoping that you end up behind the people who went in at the start. But now you've got 6 people at the front who've all gone in, because they've all followed me in now. I don't think that they were going to... Like, through that chicane, he dropped back. He was like 5 or 6 tenths. We weren't going to be getting any pushes or slipstreams or anything on the way down into turn 1. This is now... Look how close this is for a race. Yes! I argue this puts us back into contention more than staying out front does, sadly. Look how close they all are. There's Giorgio in front, look. Yeah, we're going to work with Joe here. Jesus! We could have seen that that was going to go wrong. I have no idea what his strategy is there. Right, P5. P5. I'm so glad I eased off the brakes and slowed down really early into the bus stop. Oh, they're all bashing into each other now. We've got front end damage because of that. It's never a nice easy race at Daytona, is it? It's never a nice easy race. To try and hang this one and make the move around the out. We get pushed straight off. Fantastic. Perfect. Perfect. Wonderful. How does that go so wrong so quickly? He's dropped off now as well, so now we literally are in the middle of nowhere. We're not catching up. Had a feeling that one was going to be a penalty. Had a feeling. Rage quit. I'm not far off, mate, I'll be honest. I don't think I've seen anybody doing the Z4 here actually, but I've not been paying that much attention. What was that half second for? I didn't notice that one come up. Did anyone else? Oh, that's just track limits as well. Past the point of care at this point now, I think. What are we doing? What are we doing? Ironically, he went on the chat to slag people off and say average DR lobby, and then that's actually held us up in the chicane because it was on auto drive, as it is now, look. cheat on the corner at the end, yeah. Don't think I'm quite going to make an entire second up, but it would be worth trying to get in front of this guy. Oh, everyone's doing it now. Look at that. That's just shocking. That's bad form. Everyone's doing it now. It's like you know that you just go across the track now at the end. No one's actually going to take it seriously. Ah, dear. By the way, I had a panic earlier that I uploaded the wrong video. Or put the wrong thumbnails on the wrong video. Was the video, the first video that I put on, yeah, I don't think it is the one with the cheating driver, or it shouldn't be anyway. But I was panicking, John, because your comment said great race and shame about the cheating driver, and then I was like, oh, if I put the wrong video up, because that's going to go up on, that goes up tomorrow, that one. I was like, oh no, I've put the wrong video, or I've put the wrong thumbnail on the wrong video. Right, let's jump back in here. We're going to go with the Citroen again. And let's see if we can have a good race on this one. Or as good a race as we did the first time round. Twiggies, Heidi Hi Campers, everyone cutting that cut. Yeah, everyone's doing it now, mate. It's just not even... The actual racetrack is just not part of the racing line anymore. Because it's just not worth doing. Which is not good. Right, let's get some laps in here then. Actually, if I've got any sense, I will use this time to practice on the mediums again. The softs I feel like I'm fairly comfortable on, so let's do mediums. That's crazy that at least in the last race, didn't think that was track limits. Are we in a better car? We're unfortunately still in the Citroen, but there is no better car, sadly. And trust me, I really do wish there was. Yeah, I'd rather take the Citroen over the Peugeot. Nothing to do with the actual car, just the badge on the front. Oh, that's it. Hold it, hold it. Go, go, go. Right, we'll get one more lap after this. Right, we're getting some good lap times on the mediums as well now. If I can get the lap times on the mediums down into the 21s, I will be unstoppable. That'll stop me though. A bit of grass. Close, close, close. But not quite. Unspinnable, yeah. It doesn't donut very well, this car, does it? Yeah, it doesn't donut very well. Right, we should fly. If we can be that quick on the mediums, we should fly on the soft tyres. I want pole positions. I want to be clear on pole position more than Lando Norris was for the Mexico Grand Prix win. 32 seconds clear on pole position. Oh, I don't mind the G70. I quite like that car. I don't mind the G70. Right, quali. Don't kill the tyres on the outlap. That's a good start. That's an even better start. Why is everyone like absolutely flooring their cars on the outlaps? They're like absolutely rinsing their tyres for an outlap. Still too much of it. It's not big enough of a gap there. Don't go for the overtake. No, we were trying to wait. We were trying to wait. Think of the gap, you fool. Think of the gap. Alright, we're going to have to go for it now then. These guys can't mess up in front. They cannot mess up in front. Go again, come on. Come on. Come on. Good lap, good lap, good lap. Get us on pole. 21.3 is what we're aiming for. I think that's still a very quick lap though. Well, in fact, it is a very quick lap. Not the best first sector. I'm going to have to try and make up for it in the second and third now. Just going to have to push like crazy, otherwise we're going to be starting from the back pretty much, I think. If I don't manage to get a good lap in here. No! Yeah, that's it. We're out. We're out with no quali, and we're starting from the back. Damn. Damn. Quick toilet trip. I'll be back. Yeah, starting on mediums. Right, predictions in, predictions in. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Hernando Alfonso. Let's go, absolutely. Are you in this race? To say that I got sent into the Shadow Realm, brought back and sent back again would be an understatement. Not in this race, Hernando. No worries at all. Good stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Got P4 earlier. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's a good result. That's what you want. Where do we think then? We're starting from the back, but we've seen how the race panned out earlier. We probably will come in on lap 8, lap 9. I think we could do 11 laps on the softs. Let's make this one work. Come on. I don't have to worry about the launch too much because, well, we're at the back of the grid and we're heading straight into turn 1, so we'll be trying to avoid carnage more than anything else. Oh! And we grab a couple of places then. Wasn't expecting that. Now I'm right in the melee. Right, up to P12. Can I get 17th? Yes, I can. You just watch. Well, I somehow hit the wall that didn't exist there, and then a little bit of contact from behind, but we're up to P10, so we're doing all right at the moment. However, what I might say is I might still do 10 and 10 or even 9 laps on the softs because we can push these mediums a little bit more because we are going to have to absolutely push the softs. We cannot... Oh, how's the rejoin? We cannot manage tyres in this race. So potentially the better thing for us to do is actually just push all out. And do less on the softs. I'm going to make sure I keeps the place there because that was my snap of oversteer that sent me back into him there. Trying to follow Rise through here. We might get in front of him. I think we will do, actually. We've got the run. This is for P7 into turn 1. A little bit of contact just sent us wide there. We're all right, though. Let's keep going. This is not a bad race so far from the back of the grid. Not bad so far from the back. I'm going to go for the attempt to switch back here. Brake a little bit earlier. That's worked. That has worked. It's worked a treat, that has. Get in. Right, up to P7. We're halfway through the grid. Please don't be track limits. It's right on the edge, that. We are pushing as much as we can. Closing the gap to these guys nicely as well. P4, 5 and 6 all in close reach of each other. P5 now, P6 has gone wide. Come on. He's going to send it. They're going to scrap there. That was a big snap, that. Big snap. Should have been in third there, really. Four's worked out all right, though, still. To the inside, we should have that there. Yeah. He's done well to hold on to that. He's not done well to run into him, though. I'm going to put him back alongside. A little bit of a bump draft there as he goes through. He's going to run him wide. That's not the best driving that we want to see. But now we're on the back of P5. Let's go. I think we could have him into turn 1. Yeah, he's gone wide. Or he's gone too deep, I should say. Right, 8.2 to the guys ahead. Someone running off behind us there. Can we close anything to these guys up ahead? 8.3 is the gap to the lead. If we can get a podium out of this. I mean, let's be fair, even this as a P5 right now is pretty mega. But if we could get a podium out of this, even better. Pushing a bit too much. Oh, a little bit more space than that. Look how we're all good though. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right. It's now a case of working out when it is that we come in to pit, because I don't think that we're quite going to close to these guys on pure pace. The way things are, or not when they're all racing as close as they are, because they're getting slipstreams and bump drafts to just keep out of reach. 4.7 to Cloudis in P4. Right, P1's lost a bit of time. Right, they're both going into the pits now. I'm going to go one more. I'm going to go one more. Oh, he was on the softs. He was on the softs. Right, coming in now. So this is the same strategy as the last time. Let's go. John calling me a sausage. Sounds about right. Feels like some of them are so far ahead. How are they 17 seconds up the road? Have they not pitted? Please say they just haven't pitted. They haven't pitted yet. That's all right then. I was gonna say it. They're into the pits now. Well, we've just lost a load of time there. Well, it'll be a miracle if we manage to pull out 7 seconds to get onto that podium. Basically means we need to average a second a lap quicker and then get past him. It's another big stupid moment there. Anyone yet to pit? I don't think so, not at this point now. I think this is net race leader there, but how he's pulled 15 seconds. I have no idea. Here we go though, we have caught up to the podium sitter. There's been a little switching of order, but now we're catching up. Overall, I am catching up to the leader because he was 17 seconds. And now he's 14, so that's 3 seconds taken out. So we are a little bit quicker, kind of overall, or have been the past few laps, but... Come on, let's chase down this podium though. 2.2. Need to be half a second a lap quicker. 2.2, 2.2, come on. .9. Come on, for the podium. This is from the back of the grid. From the back of the grid. We're matching pace with the leader. Oh no, come on. Signature move. Oh dear. Yep. Oh dear. Just trying to push way too much. Well, P5. We've done our best to try and chase that one down. I was in my own little world there for the last couple of laps. I don't think I said a word. Yeah, not too bad. The first race was definitely better, obviously. But that is still not too shabby. P5 just should have been a podium. But what can you do? What can you do? Good points, as Alfonso says. Yeah, good points indeed for the nations. I'm going to try and stream on Saturday, but there's no promises on that. I'm going to do my best to try and stream, but we'll see whether or not that happens. It's another Nations Cup. I can't remember what the combo is. In fact, actually, we'll have a look after this, because it was a good racetrack, and then it was specified car. So we don't know what that is yet until we have a look now. So it'll be up live. So we'll have a very quick look, see which car it is, and see if I decide. It was a track that could have been a Super Formula car. I think was it Suzuka? Might have been Suzuka, something like that. I had a feeling it was going to be a Super Formula car. So let's have a little look. So this is, it hasn't updated itself, but this is for, oh, it was Le Mans. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, LMP1 cars. Fair enough. Well, we'll try our very best to do that on Saturday if we can do. What is the times though? Oh, it's still the same. So it's still 5, 7, and 9 at the moment. I'll double check whether or not that changes, but it looks like that must be the, yeah. Oh, you see it on the GT website. So it does actually tell, I meant the car though. I know the track. I know we can see the track in advance, but it didn't tell us the car. It just said specified car. So I don't know if they reveal that ahead of time. Anyways, we know it now because we can see it. So yeah, I'll see if I can try and stream that on Saturday. That's going to be the plan, if I can do. So we'll see. But yeah, we got a really busy week. This Sunday, first episode of the pilot series is going to be coming out, and each kind of episode as it goes through the weeks gets better and better, bigger and bigger, better and better. And yeah, we start off with a nice easy one on Sunday, but it's still a good one. So I'll be looking forward to getting that one up. I'm then up in Scotland next week to film a Jag F-Type. And we debate, is this the last great car that Jaguar will ever make? I have a feeling it might be. There we go. I will see you all potentially on Saturday. If not, keep your eyes peeled for the video going live on Sunday. First episode of our big pilot series, which has taken a lot of time, effort, energy, money, everything to put together. So yeah, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support over the past few weeks and months and years. If you're John, right from the very start, we're finally getting the channel kind of pushing in the right direction. It's not going quickly. It's very much at walking pace, but it's in the right direction, which is very, very good. So there we go. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you all in a little bit. Toodles.